welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra if you haven't been here before. It's been a hot minute since I filmed a longer video. I'm not going to film a super long video. I've got 20 minutes before I have to be somewhere. But I want to talk about stuff a little bit more because I was supposed to actually film last night, which was Friday, and I just didn't feel like it. You're probably going to hear my son. My husband's bringing him up. I'm going to start with Caudalie Beauty Elixir here. And I feel like it's just been a hot minute since I've done a quality video or a video where I actually just sit and talk for a little while. So I'm going to prime with my One Size Secure the Sweat Primer. I'm not going to do tons of foundation or anything. I might just do a little bit of touch up with some concealer. But I do have my Gellar foundation, which I've really been loving for summer. We are heading into the fall season now. I don't have any makeup purchased as of yet. There are a few things I'll probably pick up when we get into the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. I haven't actually taken a look, and I haven't really had time to watch any of the makeup creators out there, and I kind of want to do that. I do miss watching YouTube videos on makeup and stuff like that. You know, while we're chatting, I'm going to do my brows. I'm using the Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is another thing that I want to pick up. But I'm kind of at the point right now where I want to just pick up some main staples that I really love. So I'm thinking lash glue. I went into Sephora in store when I was in Red Deer a while back there, and I went to try to buy my House of Lashes, which is hands down the best lash glue you can get, you guys, just FYI. House of Lashes. And they didn't sell it. They didn't have any of that in store. The only place that you can purchase it from is online, apparently. So I need lash glue. I need some more of this, actually. I find that I've really been loving this brow blade. It's the pencil I find is a lot more soft than the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And the Brow Wiz is a little bit waxier. And it's funny because my opinion on that, I used to love the Brow Wiz, and I still love it. I just feel like this one goes on a lot easier. And when I'm rushing, I'm looking for something that's fast and easy and not something that's going to take a long time. So I've been loving this one. And I think I don't know if this is the only one I've ever had or if this is the second one that I've had, but I mean, pretty close too. So the other side actually has a liquid tip, like an eyeliner pencil, but you use it for brows, especially if you have really wide brows or not very many hairs. You can use it to create the appearance of brow hair, which is super cool. I'm using my 24-hour brow setter gel by Benefit. I also love this, but I'm pretty sure, I have to double check my stash, but I'm pretty sure I actually already have one of these. So I'm thinking unless there's some really cool eyeshadow that has been released, which honestly, you guys, it never happens that way. They usually come out with the Christmas palettes right after the sale. So I noticed that they do that. They don't want to have the new releases during the sale because they don't want people to get discounts on their products. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of what's happening there. So I'm going to do a quick little bit of Gellar foundation here and see if I can get some coverage on this. I do use a really flat kabuki brush. It's completely flat, and all I do is I press it into the powder, swirl it around quite a bit, and then I press it into my skin. And I think the trick to this powder, and the reason why it works, is because it has a very reflective quality without being like a highlighter, if that makes sense. So all I've been using is this powder along with a little bit of concealer to cover up like this, for example, which I feel like you can barely see. I've also been using it to cover up some veins around my nose and my under eye circles that I have, because I do have a lot of those. Well, only two, but I mean, they're dark. So also just any of my pigmentation that I get from the sun. So but yeah, so other than new makeup hasn't been a thing yet, but it will be coming up soon. I think the sale, I haven't even checked the dates, but I'm pretty sure it's in October. So it is coming up. So it's time for me to start building my list. So as soon as I'm done, today, for example, it's Saturday. So I was you know what? I'm going to try to get some things caught up. What I've been finding, and it's really, truly, truly frustrating, I find that I'll be like, okay, the work that I've got allocated for a certain day, like say Monday is my journaling stuff. It's not really work. I don't make money off of it, but I do my journaling stuff for me. Some of it's spiritual, where I do tarot and oracle readings. But the other bit of it is keeping my kids' journals updated. So they're basically like memory keepers. I keep these really big, thick journals I got from Indigo, and they're like Indigo paper journals. Sorry, you can hear my son crying. But anyway, I add tons of pictures and I add weekly updates to their journals, and they're called a 5-year journal because they're big enough to basically last for 5 years. So I'm going to put my Sigma eyeshadow base primer on. I have an eyeshadow palette here in front of me that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to pop that on the lids, and I'm also going to use some concealer. I have to find a color. I've got this Kosas, I think this 05 will work. Must be getting his teeth brushed because he usually doesn't freak out. Well, who am I kidding? He actually freaks out a lot lately because he's so tired because we've been getting him up at 5 because the kid's been going to school, so that's been a little hard on him. But anyway, so I'm also going to apply a little bit of a lighter color because it's really yellow. Yeah, tonight we're actually going to my best friend's husband's birthday party. He's actually having it at a karaoke place, which is new for him because he's definitely not a karaoke person. He doesn't sing karaoke, but he came to my husband's birthday in August, and so now we're going to go celebrate my friend. I never even got them a card, but my friend's birthday was on the 12th, which was yesterday, but I never got to see her because they were doing something just with their family. And then today we're celebrating her husband's birthday, but her husband's birthday was actually on the 8th, which I think was a Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, that's what we're doing there. And at least I'll be able to see my best friend. It's very rare that I get her to go to a bar. And it's not like I'm a huge bar person, but I love karaoke. I love to sing. And if you guys have been to karaoke, you'll know that it's not the same as like singing in your living room, right? So, okay, so I'm just going to blend this out. And I think I'm just going to go in with a powder contour this time. Sorry, he's so loud. Okay, so it's looking a little yellow, so I'm going to have to figure out how to blend that in. I'm just going to take my foundation again and see if I can blend it a bit. But yeah, anyway, so I was doing some catch up because Tuesday I kind of got ahead of myself and I started doing all of this sticker organization with Coco Daisy. If you guys are familiar with planning stuff, I know this is my makeup channel, but with planning stuff, I get Coco Daisy, which is this subscription service that I get, but you can choose so many different kits and it's hard to keep it all organized. And so I spent Tuesday doing that. I wasted a lot of time. I'm drinking a coffee. Don't mind the saying on there. It's a bad word, but it's so funny. Okay, I'll show you guys, but I'm not going to say it, okay? I don't know if you can read it. Is it backwards? Anyway. And this must be like my 4th cup of coffee today. I'm actually going to go in with my Too Faced Cocoa Contour. This has got some really good, like these are very like shadow shades as opposed to like warmth. It's not like a bronzer. It's definitely a contour palette. So I'm going to use my contour brush and we're going to contour my face. But anyway, so I spent Tuesday doing that with my stickers and then I was behind. So I never got my blog done and then just the rest of the week was more behind and more behind. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this weekend to catch up. So today I did really, really good. I did a whole bunch of things that I've been wanting to do for a while. I had to get this spreadsheet thing done for my husband because he wanted me to do it for his work. And I got my business inserts printed. That was one of the big things on my list that I haven't been able to do for a while. And it's been on my list constantly. Oh, this stuff smells so good, you guys. It smells like chocolate. That's what Too Faced is meant. Not what they're meant for, but actually Too Faced and Tarte are the two that smell like chocolate. But this palette really does. And this is an older palette too. Okay, so I'm just shading my nose here. A little bit under the chin. The lip, I mean. Contouring the cheek a little bit underneath the jawline here. So yeah, so I mean, it was busy. It was a busy day. My husband was working today. The kids were probably bored out of their minds. I felt bad for that, but I should have gone outside because it was like the last nice day. It was like 29 degrees today. Okay, so we're going to add some blush, and then I'm going to go in with a highlighter. I'm trying to find a good powder blush here. Hold on. I'm going to go in with this one. I haven't used in a while. It's the Sigma Rosa palette, the blush palette specifically. I wanted this for a while, and I'm glad I got it before they ran out of it. I tend to go in and I mix a couple of the shades, but I love this like plum kind of like mauve shade here. But I just kind of like go in with all three of these. You can see the powder is flying. And I just kind of blend it up and into that bronzer. But yeah, so I was busy today. And I'm glad that I'm done. So I'm going to spray my face and just kind of let it meld into the powder a little bit. I'm going to dry it with a fan. I find that when my under eyes have a lot of concealer and then powder or whatever it is, the concealer, like the setting spray, really helps to just kind of like take care of it looking really powdery, and it kind of looks like a second skin. This particular setting spray does have a little bit of shine to it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, but it kind of makes it look like your skin. So I really like it. It is a little shiny though, but you know what? It's kind of like where the highlighter points of my face are anyway. So we're going to continue doing this, and then when I put shadow on my lower lash line, you're not going to see powdery look anyway. So I'm actually going to do my lips real quick here. My favorite pencil is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, if I can find it. It's lip liner in the shade Cool Brown, and it looks like, not a triangle, it's square. It's really cool. So I line my lips with this, and then my favorite lip gloss to fill them in with is this Huda Beauty Faux Filler lip gloss, and this is in the shade She Flirty. It's like my favorite combination right now, like all summer. So I kind of like fill them in a little bit, but I do leave like the inside bare. And this lip gloss just like goes over it so pretty. I love it. I love this combination. Okay, so then for eyes, I decided to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Metals palette. I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, do I want to do that? So I'm actually going to have a second look here. There's actually a couple that you could use for fall. I was kind of thinking, let's see, this is the Jackie Aina palette, I'm pretty sure. I do like the Jackie Aina palette too, but the Shookington is so purple. I think I'm going to stay away from that one. Those colors are so rich. I'm looking at the Nouveau palette. Nouveau? I don't know how you say that. I'm actually going to use this one because I feel like I can still pull off a fall look here. So what I'm going to do is take a very fluffy brush, and I'm going to start with the shade Liberty. So I'm going to go in very sparingly here and start applying this in the crease. Like I always say, I apply mine a little bit higher than my crease because I have a very deep eye socket, and if I apply it in the crease, you're not going to be able to see anything. This is kind of like a gray tone, very neutral. Okay? And then using the same brush, I'm going to like squish the brush a little bit, go into the same color, and apply it a little bit on the lower lash line. I'm just wondering if I should use some liner. I'm going to kind of concentrate this towards the outer corner here. And then I'm just going to buff it out with the whole brush. So I haven't even picked out what I'm going to wear yet. And that's the dangerous part, because then I'm like, whatever eye look I pick, it doesn't go with what I want to wear. Then I'm kind of at a crossroads. Let's see what we can pick for eyeliner. Usually brown or black is the best option. You know what? I'll do black. I'm going to use this is also like one of my favorite things right now is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes liner. It's like a gel liner in pencil form. It's probably one of my favorite liners. That looks pretty good. So what I want to do now is add some warmth to my eyes. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into the shade Metro. I would start with this one, but I think I might use that to blend it out. Metro is a little bit warmer and a little bit deeper. So I'm going to apply it just underneath that creased shade I applied first. Mostly onto the lid here. Blending it into the crease shade as we go. The thing I like about this brush, it's so big. So if you have really small eyelid space and really small real estate there, you might not want to use such a fluffy brush. But I do find that it takes care of business really, really quickly, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to take that same color, dip it into Metro, and apply it also to the lower lash line. I do like the way that looks. I'm going to add a little bit more of Liberty right to the outer corner here. Kind of looks like a smoky color, and I kind of like that. I added a touch of Peacock too, just so you know. Almost looks like a bruise on the outer corner, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to put liner or mascara on and you won't be able to tell. I'm going to add a bit of Peacock actually. I don't know what color is that, like gunmetal gray? I don't think I've used it yet. I'm adding this to the outer corner. I know it's definitely like a metallic or a shimmer. It's almost like it's got purple sparkles in there, I think. Or it's a duochrome. Ooh. Very cool. I am actually getting some fallout though, so I have to be careful. Okay, so I'm going to take a brush, a little powder brush, and see if I can whisk that away so it's no longer visible. I'm going to go back into Metro and just kind of blend out that color a bit. And I'm just taking it and I'm lightly blending all around the eye. I kind of like how this looks. I don't know, it's kind of punk almost. Am I wrong? I don't know. I like it though. Okay, so then I'm just going to swatch Isle, Belle, and Lily, and Hope. Actually, ooh, maybe Hope is pretty. It might be too dark. I'm going to put a little bit of Hope on the inner corner. It's almost like this gunmetal army green. I've really been liking the greens for fall. I don't really have any green clothes. Okay, a touch of green. And then I'm going to go in with Isle maybe, or maybe Bell. No, that's too dark. Isle is probably better. Or maybe a mix of them. I'm just going to mix them on my hand and then apply with my finger and put on the inner corner. I don't know if that's good. I don't know, but I know that the finished result is going to be fine. This palette is very interesting, actually. I wouldn't mind exploring that more. I have to wash my brushes now that everything is a mess. So I'm going to do a liquid line on the upper lash line and kind of meld it into my lashes, do mascara and lashes, and we'll come back and take a look to see what else we need to do. All right, guys, we're all done. I think my eyes look amazing. I love the color. I like the sparkle. I don't know how, like, I didn't even put like colors that I was like, I don't even know how this turned out so good. And that's weird. Okay, I'm going to do another setting spray quick. And I'm going to add a touch of highlighter. We're going to add a little bit to the inner corner. A little bit underneath the brow. All right, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy date night.